Well, hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the official weigh-in ahead of Championship Boxing tomorrow night, live on TNT Sports. We've got a cracking Commonwealth Super welterweight title fight as your main event. Sam Gilley, the Magic Man, makes his Queensberry debut against a late, dangerous replacement in Jack McGann, very much coming here to win and take away that title. It's a brilliant, thrilling undercard, and I've got a lot of fighters who have been asking me to start this for the last 10 minutes, so we are going to crack on with the weigh-in process. Our first contest will be 4 rounds in the middleweight division. Let's first welcome to the scales from Chorleywood with a record of 7 wins and 3 defeats, with 1 win coming by way of knockout. Please welcome Ryan Maycock. Ryan Maycock will be taking on Ishtvan Herzeni tomorrow evening at York Hall. Whilst we get his shorts colours, we will shortly find out his weight. £160 for Ryan Maycock. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the scales his opponent, unbeaten in 1 fight from London via Ukraine. Please welcome Ishtvan Herzeni. £160 for Ishtvan Herzeni. We'll get a face-off down the front, please, gentlemen. But first, we must get the trousers back on.
Face off, guys, go on. Well done, boy. That's it.
4 rounds in the middleweight division tomorrow evening at York Hall. Ishtvan Herzeni, who fancies a bit of Dev Sani here. Let's keep it moving. Our next contest, 4 rounds in the Cruiserweight division. Let's first welcome to the scales with a record of 10 wins and 6 defeats, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Colombia via Barcelona, Jairo Nastes. Jairo Nastes will be taking on Elia Elimasi tomorrow evening. It'll be the professional debut of amateur sensation Elia Elimasi, and his opponent here, Jairo Nastes, is on a run of 10 consecutive wins. Let's see what he weighs in at. £177 for Jairo Nastes. Okay, now let's welcome to the scales his opponent, making his long-awaited professional debut. He is an amateur sensation, and he joins us from London. Please welcome the main event, Elliot Elimasi. Tommy Fletcher, please.
177.
£177 for Elliot Elimasi. Okay, professional debut of Elliot Elimasi tomorrow evening, live on TNT Sports from York Hall. Our next contest in the Cruiserweight division will be 8 rounds. Let's first welcome to the scales with a record of 10 wins, 3 defeats and 2 draws. With 6 wins coming by way of knockout, he joins us from Riga, Latvia. Please welcome the Big Bad Wolf, Milan Volkovs. £201 for the Big Bad Wolf, Milan Volkovs. Okay, let's welcome to the scales his opponent, unbeaten with a record of 8 wins and no defeats, with 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the Norfolk Nightmare, Tommy Fletcher. £201 for the Norfolk Nightmare, Tommy Fletcher. Fascinating cruiserweight fight tomorrow evening, and also 2 of the best nicknames in boxing there, the Norfolk Nightmare and the Big Bad Wolf. Tommy Fletcher, Milan Volkovs will get a face-off down the front.
Good, Tom. Thank you.
8 rounds in the Cruiserweight division, Tommy Fletcher and Milan Volkovs. Okay, our next contest will be for the vacant Southern Area Heavyweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scales, with a record of 17 wins and 3 defeats, from Chertsey, please welcome Nick Wild Webb. Nick Webb will be taking on Courtney Bennett tomorrow evening at York Hall. Vacant Southern Area Heavyweight Championship on the line. A belt recently held by Johnny Fisher. Daniel Dubois has held it in the past. It's an important belt in the development of a fighter. But Nick Webb very much coming to win and upset Courtney Bennett tomorrow evening. We'll be live from 7 o'clock, and the main event is in the super welterweight division. Sam Gilley, the Magic Man, makes his Queensberry debut against late replacement Jack McGann. Let's have a look at Nick Webb, who will join us on the scales. £281 for Nick Wild Webb. Okay, let's welcome to the scales his opponent. He is unbeaten with a record of 5 wins and no defeats, with 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome from Deptford, Courtney Bennett. £247 for Courtney Bennett. This heavyweight contest scheduled for 10 rounds and will be for the Southern Area Heavyweight Championship. Courtney Bennett and Nick Webb will get a face-off once the trousers are secured and back on. Ten rounds for the Southern Area Heavyweight Championship. Courtney Bennett and Nick Webb, brilliant fight tomorrow evening on TNT Sports. Okay, our next contest is 8 rounds in the super featherweight division. Let's first welcome to the scales with a record of 13 wins and 1 defeat, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout from Bogota, Colombia. Please welcome Carlos Rayo. Carlos Rayo will be taking on Royston Barney Smith tomorrow evening. Well, here comes Carlos Rayo. Let's see Carlos Rayo on the scales, please. 133 pounds for Carlos Rayo. Okay, let's welcome to the scales his opponent. He is unbeaten with a record of 11 wins and no defeats, with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Southampton, he is the reigning WBO Youth Champion, Sugar Boy Roy, Royston Barney Smith. 132 pounds for Sugar Boy Roy. Be fight number 12 for the decorated amateur Sugar Boy Roy tomorrow evening.
Face off, gents. Closer, please, guys. Closer.
There we have it, 8 rounds in the super featherweight division. Royston Barney Smith and Carlos Rayo. Okay, it's now time to weigh in the main event participants. The Commonwealth Super Welterweight Championship will be on the line over 12 rounds. Let's first welcome to the scales the challenger with a record of 10 wins, 1 defeat and 1 draw, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Liverpool, please welcome the Pilgrim, Jack McGann. Jack McGann will be taking on Sam Gilley. Of course, this fight initially was scheduled as a Sam Gilley-Lewis Green rematch. Lewis Green pulled out. Jack McGann said, yes, please. He stepped in. He gets a shot at the Commonwealth title on Sam Gilley's Queensbury debut. Let's have a look at Jack McGann on the scales. £153 for Jack McGann. Okay, let's welcome to the scales now with a record of 17 wins, only 1 defeat, with 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Walthamstow, he is the reigning, defending Commonwealth champion. Please welcome Sam Magic Man Gilley. £153 for the Magic Man, Sam Gilley. Both fighters make weight. The Commonwealth Super Welterweight Championship will be on the line. This is your main event. Friday Night Boxing returns to British Boxing's spiritual home of York Hall, live on TNT Sports. We'll get a face-off with the fighters very shortly. Sam Gilley's Commonwealth Super Welterweight Championship will be on the line. Okay, there is your main event. Sam Gilley against Jack McGann. The Commonwealth Super Welterweight Championship on the line. We've got a couple more fighters to weigh in. Their opponents will weigh in tomorrow at some stage. But let's first welcome to the scales ahead of a 4-round super middleweight contest with a record of 5 wins and no defeats. Please welcome from Waterlooville, Lloyd, the Animal Farrington.
Tomorrow? Huh? Be about an hour.
£169 for Lloyd Farrington. We're going to give Lloyd the opportunity to get a few photos down the front, and then we'll call on the final weigh-in participants. Lloyd, get a few snaps. Go on. Can't work out like that and then not get some photos done. Come on, give him a snack. Okay, that is Lloyd Farrington in action tomorrow evening. Let's now welcome to the scales ahead of a 4-round middleweight contest. Again, his opponent will weigh in at a later time. With a record of 2 wins, no defeats and 1 draw, please welcome from Luton, Sam King. £160 for Sam King. Get a few photos. Let's get some photos of Sam King, please. Okay, that concludes the weigh-in process. Stay with us, viewers at home. We're going to speak to Sam Gilley and a few others very shortly. Thank you. Okay, back in the room here. Sam Gilley, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm a lot better now. I've had a drink.
Yeah.
And that's all done. And now we can just think about the fun bit.
This is the fun bit, right? This is the Queensbury debut of the Magic Man. You got some magic for us?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I had to get my head around the fact it weren't Louis. But I still got to showcase myself on a massive card at York Hall in front of all the Queensbury lot. So let's do it.
How do you get your head around that? Because Louis Green, you know everything that he's about, right? You've shared rounds with him. You had an epic, thrilling fight. You thought, okay, more of the same. Suddenly, it's Jack McGann.
So I've had a lot going on this year, and sadly I lost my nan last Monday, and she went through all of her cancer treatment. She went through everything with a smile on her face. So I had the ump for about 10 minutes, and I was like, what have I got to have the ump about? I'm still here. I'm still healthy. My nan showed me that you should always have a smile on your face, no matter what situation is going on. So I had the ump for about 10 minutes, and then we clicked out of it, and you just got to tackle each day as it comes.
Well, I don't blame you for smiling. Sorry to hear about you, Nan. I don't blame you for smiling. You've got a lovely set of gnashes on you. So,
they ain't mine.
So I guess the plan is to be very much smiling tomorrow at the end of the fight. What sort of fight are you predicting from Jack McGann?
I don't know, really. He might be tentative, like, obviously because of what happened against Louis. He might come steaming at me to try and get me out there early. We got to be covered with all aspects. But no matter what the outcome, I want to get him out of there.
Do you think you can?
Yeah.
So he's had a comeback fight since that loss to Louis Green, where he got out. Lucas Barabas. Did you keep an eye on that? Will that do anything?
I watched it. Yeah. As soon as the fight got made, I watched it. We all sat in the gym. Sat in the gym and watched it. And there's gaps.
Gaps that the Magic Man can...
I will be fine, trust me.
Tell me, you've been out for a little while. It's been about a year, I think. I know you've been through a lot as well, but how have you kept your head in the game?
Well, so the fight with me and Louis has been pushed back about 5 times. So we've been ticking over for Louis the whole thing. Because we thought the fight was coming round, we've been in camp, ticking over, then the fight fell through, so we'll have a couple of weeks off, then the same thing can happen again. And then it wasn't until we got the meeting with Frank and Queensbury, and we'd done the deal, and I think it was about a week later, we was top of the bill, and the fight was done, and we was like, this is a bit better. So we can't say thank you enough to Queensbury, to Frank Warren, and we sort of go on the walls with a banging performance now.
Is Ollie Murs going to be there?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Like,
yeah, mate, he's one of my pals. Like everyone, I just see him as Ollie. Do you know what I mean? We go to the cafe together. We go out for runs and that. But he's so normal. You meet him, he's a normal geezer. You forget he does what he does. So I get on so well with him. But he's a good part of the team.
Good. Well, listen, I'm the ring announcer tomorrow, right? But if Ollie fancies giving us all a little song, I'll call him in the ring.
Yeah, fine. I'm sure he'll do that.
Ollie, give us a little song, mate. Best of luck to you. Nice to meet you as well,
nice
Sam
to meet
Gilley.
You, pal.
We'll swap you out. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Okay. Well, that is Sam Gilley. Let's hear from his opponent, who there's no beef, there's no hostility here. Everything seems to be okay with Jack McGann. How are you, sir?
Good, thanks, David.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't meant to be you. This was meant to be Louis Green. You got the call, you said yes.
Well, obviously I'm here, so it was meant to be me.
Yeah. So tell us about this fight. Was it a quick yes, of course, I'll take it? Was it something you had to think about a little bit? Because you were going to be on this show anyway, but at a higher weight.
Yeah, we were going to do a 6-rounder at middle. The phone call, I just finished sparring, the phone call went, Martin went, I've just spoken to Robert, and in my head I'm going, oh, this kid's pulled out, because that's all it ever is, bad news. But no, it was good news. It was this big opportunity, come, do you want it? And we said yes straight away, and that was it.
Sam Gilley, it feels like he might have been on your mind for a little while, because you've been linked to this fight, maybe for different titles over the years, so you've had him in your sights, right?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's the same with me, so maybe when he seen me get beat by Louis, he switched off to me, but I was always looking. I've been in this weird love triangle with the pair of them for a while now, and
But you're not getting any love.
I know no love, so I'll take what I can get. But yeah, Sam was definitely someone I've had on my radar for a while.
Well, I asked him about your comeback fight against Lucas Barabas. Very impressive, by the way. That was on Box Nation. You got him out of there. He said he's seen it. He said he's seen gaps.
Yeah. Well, what else is going to say? He's not going to give me a parade of praise, you know what I mean? But everyone's got gaps, no one's the perfect thing, but I'm improving all the time in the gym, and if you want to go off that performance, then be my guest. I'm coming to do what I always do tomorrow night. I'm coming to cause damage, be the bigger, stronger man, and eat away until you get you out of there. That's the plan tomorrow. You
think you can get him out of there on his Queensbury debut?
100%.
Do you know, there's another element to all of this, because obviously he's just signed with Queensbury and Frank. You're with Warren Boxing Management and Robert. There's a bit of brother versus brother going on there.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's like, you know, I used to be signed to Frank, and I've had this weird on and off thing with Frank for a while, but I've only ever fought on his shows, and I've got a really good, bit of a strange relationship with him, so I do see myself as I might well be a Queensbury fighter, you know what I mean? But yeah, I can't thank Frank enough for this opportunity. Spencer Brown, my team, Frank Warren, everyone. So they've all got me, you know, and it's just up to me to do it to damage tomorrow.
He's going to have Ollie Murs there. Who are you going to have there?
You can have Ollie Murs. You can sing me on the way to the thing if you want. I don't know. As I've said, it's last minute, so whoever turns up. But I'm coming with a decent crowd myself, and it'll be loud from my end.
Best of luck to you, Jack McGann. Well done taking this fight, and glad you got it. All right, let's keep things moving. We're going to bring in a debutant, a man who's been ready, a man who I think is, you know, you're not the main event tomorrow, but I announced you as the main event. You're going to be main event soon, Elliot Elimasi.
Every statement I live up to. I've waited for this moment. I've got the platform. I want to thank Frank Warren, Queensbury. Trust me, I want to make the most of this.
What are you all about?
Influence. I've got community behind me. I represent a lot of people, so I want to make everyone proud, especially myself. So you're going to see it tomorrow. Yeah.
I love the nickname, by the way, the main event, because you are essentially manifesting your position to main event. Debut tomorrow, but I think you'll be there before long. Tell us what the thinking is behind all of that.
So main event's a name that I earned. Every time you see me box, whether you came for me or not, you're going to stay for me. And I'm the name they're going to speak about afterwards. So after the fight, you're going to search me up. You're going to... That whole York Call's mine tomorrow. I'm just going to enjoy myself, put in a little show, just sit back and enjoy the show. That's my phrase, sit back and enjoy.
What's your style? For those that haven't seen you, for those that haven't heard the whispers that have come from the amateurs, because those whispers started getting louder and louder and louder, but for those who don't know, what do you fight like?
I'd say I'm a boxer, puncher. So I'm a boxer that finds my way in, and I'm a puncher. I've got the crack. I'm a heavy hitter, but boxing first, set up my shots. Is that calculated assault? So you're going to see anyway, yeah. So boxer, puncher, that's me. Your opponent is no easy welcome to Queensbury kind of fight. Your opponent looks game. He's won 10 in a row. Yeah. What do you think? So I like a challenge. I like adversity. So I perform best under pressure. So I've seen his record. He's from Colombia, but I'm going to give him a nice welcome to London. Give us your final prediction ahead of your debut tomorrow. It's going to be a special one. Yeah, it's going to be a moment that everyone's going to realise that there's a new person, there's a new era. I'm going to put a statement out there tomorrow, and I'm going to show there's a new era. That's it. I like that. Look, this fight's at Cruiserweight tomorrow, but you're going to be a light heavyweight, right? Yep. Presumably you watch Beterbiev versus Bivol. Yep. What were your thoughts on that fight? It just showed there was two greats against each other. Two greats, just calculated chess, high-level chess. You saw Beterbiev controlling the ring. Bivol, his high work rate. So I learned a lot of that fight. Like as a casual watching it, it's my turn now. Yeah. Who do you think won that fight? I thought they'd go around the back. I thought that the right person won, but a draw should have been a draw definitely. But I'm excited for part two. Yeah, I'm excited for part two. I think they got to run it back. We don't want any draws from you tomorrow or anything like that. No just draws, clean, clean, yeah. Clean, okay. It. Best of luck. Pleasure. Lovely to meet you, Elliot Elimasi. I'll take that from you. Let's bring in a man who
who's around the scene, a man who's looking to bounce back.
Back.
Archie Sharp, what's going on?
Oh, very well, thanks. How you doing? How you getting on?
I'm okay. What's going on with you? We saw you in that epic Ryan Garner fight. Didn't go your way that night. Build-up was good fun. What's been going on with Archie Sharp now?
Yeah, no, do you know what? I think, listen, everything happens for a reason. You know, I'm a big believer of that. Everything happens for a reason, and it is what it is. Everyone, I think it's fair to say that we was in a good fight. It was a good night of boxing. I just got a little bit carried away after the cuts. The first cut of the rounds was nice. I was boxing well, doing exactly what I needed to do, and that's make him miss. And I think once the cuts appeared, I threw the game plan out of the way, let my ego take over, and then unfortunately I just got into a bit of a brawl. Really, I think it was a close fight. But I think Garner was definitely the winner. But yeah, like I say, if I'd have stuck to my boxing, I would have done what I know I needed to do, but it is what it is. Did
Garner impress you? What did he do well that night? How good is he?
David, let's be honest, mate. I don't want to take no disrespect to no one. Listen, Garner and his team at Wayne Batten are very good people. They are very good people. There's no disrespect and don't want to take credit away from anyone. But obviously, I've done the build-up with yourself. And what did I say? Ryan's going to get fit, come forward and do that. And that's all we done. And myself was the idiot who didn't stick to what I do best, which Archie Sharp does best, and that's box and move, hit, and don't get hit. So look, it's down to my own fault. I don't think I was beaten by someone who's got better skills than myself, and that's, like I say again, I'm not being disrespectful here. It's just what I generally believe. If I just do what Archie Sharp does, I would have beat him that night, and I didn't. So I've had to learn the hard way, but I've had to reassess things back in camp. And I'm looking forward to bouncing back, like I say, there's been a few changes back in camp behind the closed doors. And I'm looking forward to showcasing what we've been doing.
130 or 135?
That's a good shout. 130. I've been competing this weight since I turned pro, as you know. I'm highly ranked in the WBO. I've been kind of holding on to that for the last many years. So it has been getting tighter. My last good run at 130 was, I would say, in 2019. But 135 is definitely something I'm looking at. I'm big for the weight at 130, and I'm a fair size at 135, you know, and the skills pay the bills. And if I do what I know I can do, I believe I'll take over 135.
Final one from you. You say skills pay the bills. There's a super featherweight on the show tomorrow evening. Royston Barney-Smith, very much a skills pay the bills kind of guy.
Yeah.
What's your breakdown of him?
Yeah, I think Royston's a good kid. I've seen him spar, I've seen him fight. He's a good kid, and like I say, how old is he? 20?
Yeah, he's very young.
Yeah, 19, 20. That's what I mean. He's got a lot to show in the sport, and I think he'll do well.
Okay, Archie, lovely to see you.
God bless you. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you very much. And thank you for joining us. That is the weigh-in process complete here today. Your call. Tomorrow evening, we're back at British Boxing Spiritual Hall, 7 o'clock. And the main event is a bit of a cracker. Sam Gilley, the Magic Man, makes his Queensberry debut. He was meant to be fighting Louis Green. It was meant to be a rematch of a thriller that they had last year. Louis Green couldn't make it. In steps Jack McGann. Dangerous, hungry. You saw the face-off today. He wants it. It's also there's another little story there. Jack McGann is managed by Robert Warren of Warren Boxing Management. Sam Gilley promoted by Frank Warren, of course, of Queensberry Promotions. A little bit of brother versus brother there. There's also a Southern Area heavyweight title fight between unbeaten Courtney Bennett in against Nick Webb. And that title, previously held by Johnny Fisher, Daniel Dubois had it as well. It's a really, really good show. Loads of intriguing fights. We'll see you tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock.